Hello friends, so in this video we are going to discuss quantitative comparison and multiple choice, multiple selection type of questions from geometry part. This is the second video on geometry. In an earlier video we have discussed multiple choice, single selection type of question, right? So before starting this video, let me introduce myself. I am Poojan Davda and I am former student of IISc Bangalore and mechanical course. In GATE exam, I have secured all rank 66 in mechanical branch. We have completed two topics, that is algebra and arithmetic, and we are having third topic in this video, right? So you can see all the subtopics included in geometry portion. You can take a screenshot if you want. You can pause the video. Right? These all subtopics are very basic and high school mathematics topics are there, right? So let us start with very first video. Let us start with very first question. And as you know, this is the format of quantitative comparison type of questions, right? So quantity A is given to us, quantity B is given to us. What is quantity A? The length of a side of a regular pentagon with perimeter 12.5 unit. What is quantity B? The length of a side of a regular hexagon with perimeter 15. Right? Quantity A and quantity B are given to us. Okay. To compare these quantities, we have to find numerical value of these quantities, right? So on screen you can see a regular pentagon and this is regular hexagon, right? For pentagon, all the side lengths will be equal. So let's assume it as a x. Side length of pentagon is x. So what will be perimeter of the pentagon? Sum of these side lengths. There are 5 sides. So we can write 5x is equals to 12.5, right? And for hexagon, let's assume side length is y. So these all side lengths will become y only. And we know perimeter of hexagon, that is given to us, that is 15, right? So 6y will become 15. So let's find value of x. So value of x will become 2.5 unit. And from here value of y will become 2.5 unit. So we have find numerical value of quantity A and B. So these both quantities are equal, right? So option C will be correct answer for this question. It's very easy question from irregular polygons, we can say. All right. So let's next question. A line in the xy plane. There is a line in the xy plane contains the points 5, 4 and 2, minus 1. Right? On this line we are given with 2 points. Quantity A is defined as the slope of the line. Quantity A is defined as the slope of the line and quantity B is 0. And quantity B is 0. You have to find numerical value of quantity A. How to find slope of a line in xy plane? In this video, I have added 2 questions of the same type so that I can give you an idea about this concept. Suppose this is one line in xy plane, right? This is one line in xy plane and we know 2 points. This is the first point and this is the second point. Right? Coordinates of first point are represented as x1, y1 and for second point x2, y2. How to find slope? Then slope is defined as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In the numerator, you have to take difference of y coordinates and in the same order, in the denominator you will take difference of x coordinates. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, or you can also write y1 minus y2 divided by, in the same order you have to take difference, right? This is slope of a line in xy plane. So let's call it point 1 and point 2. Right? So x1 will become 5, x1 will become 5, and y1 will become 4. So second point, we can write values of x2 and y2. So x2 is equals to 2, y2 is equals to minus 1. So find the slope, right? y2 minus y1, or we can use this, right? y1 minus y2. Let's make it y1 minus y2 so that we can get positive value. So 4 minus minus 1 and x1 minus x2, that will be 5 minus 2. Right? Difference of this y coordinates and then difference of this. Right? This will become 5 by 3, that is greater than 0. Right? This value is 5 by 3, that is greater than 0. So we can definitely say quantity A is greater than quantity B. That slope is positive, right? 5 by 3. If you will write this, then you will be getting same answer. There will be no change. This is one formula for slope. There is one more approach. Let's call it as positive x-axis, right? This is positive x-axis and this is positive y-axis, and this is angle made by line with positive x-axis. Then we can also say that if you know this angle between line and positive x-axis, then we can also write slope is equals to, we can write slope is equals to tan theta. Slope is equals to tan theta. If you know angle theta, right? Okay. If value of theta is in this range 0 to 90, if theta is in this range, then we will say is positive slope, right? This angle is in this range, we will say positive slope. And if this theta is greater than 90 and less than 180, what does it mean by positive and negative slope? I will explain you, don't worry. It's important. So from geometry we can say this angle is between 0 to 90. So positive slope means if you move from this point to this point in this direction, right? You can say x is increasing, so y will also increase. And if you move in this direction from point this, so if one coordinate will decrease, other coordinate will also decrease in positive slope, right? If x will increase, then y will also increase. That's why we call it as a positive slope. Either both will increase or both will decrease, right? It's meaning of positive slope. In negative slope, what will happen? You can try by your own, and in this video I will be giving idea about that part as well, right? Okay, so here is very interesting question on your screen. One triangle is given to us, right? One triangle is given to us. This side length is 5 plus y. This side length is 12 minus y. This side length is 13, and this angle is x degrees, right? Quantity A is defined as x, quantity B defined as 90. We have to compare quantity A with quantity B. We don't know value of y, right? Y is unknown. Options are given to us, so you can pause this video for seconds and be careful. in this question, because this question is a little bit tricky. You can also use Pythagoras theorem, right? So let me help you to solve this question. Let us put value of y by saying 5, 12 and 13. You will realize we can put value of y equal to 0. If you put value of y equal to 0, then our triangle will become like this: 5, 12 and right. It's a right angle triangle. It's satisfying Pythagoras theorem, right? 5 square plus 12 square is equal to 13 square. It's a triplet, and we have to remember this triplet because it will be very, very helpful. So if you take y equal to 0, then this triangle will become right angle triangle, and this x will become 90. Yes or no? This x will become 90. In this particular scenario, if you put y equal to 0, this will happen, right? You will say, sir, quantity A and quantity B both are equal, but we have to check for other values of y as well. What about other values? Okay. So let us put value of y equal to 2. Value of y equal to 2. Right? So then what will be side lengths? 5 plus 2, that will become 7. Right? 12 minus 2, that will become 10, and this hypotenuse is 13. Will it be a right angle triangle? Will it be a right angle triangle? So what is 10 square plus 7 square? Is 149. What is 13 square? You can say like ABC. So in this particular case, we can write BC square is equals to AB square plus AC square. What is hypotenuse? What is Pythagoras theorem? Square of sum of squares of two sides is equal to square of hypotenuse. Right? 5 square plus 12 square should be equal to 13 square. That is Pythagoras theorem. In this case, if I say ABC, then in this case BC square is not equal to AB square plus BC square. Right? It means this triangle is not a right angle triangle. Then this angle A, this x, in this case we can conclude that x is not equal to 90. It will be any other value, but x won't be equal to 90. Right? X won't be equal to 90. So we will say option D is correct answer, because for y equal to 0, these both quantities were equal, and for y equal to 2, these quantities are not equal. The relationship cannot be determined from the information given in the question. Right? You can also put y equal to 1, you can put y equal to 3, but this result will say you that we cannot compare these quantities with the given data. Alright. Let us move on to the next question. That is slope of a line. The quadrants of the xy plane are shown in the figure above. Right? In the xy plane, quadrants are shown first, second, third and fourth. Line M has a positive slope. There is one line M that is not mentioned in the figure, but there is one line that has a positive slope. What does it mean? Positive slope means angle made by line with positive x-axis will be between 0 to 90 degrees. Also positive x-intercept. What does it mean? We'll also explain, don't worry. Line M intersects which of the quadrant? Line M will pass from which of the quadrant? This is multiple choice, multiple selection type of questions because indicate all such quadrants. First, second, third and fourth are our options. So line has a positive slope as well as positive x-intercept. Okay. You can pause this video if you want to solve this question by your own, or I will help you for this question. Okay. So I have added few figures over here. So if I draw one line, if I draw one line, can you say what will be the slope of this line? Positive or negative? I have drawn first line and more line over here. So in this case, if I take as a alpha, and we have to consider angle with the positive x-axis only. This angle will become beta, right? So we can definitely say alpha is in this range, and for beta we can say it is greater than 90 but less than 1. So that means this line is having positive slope, yes or no, right? This line is having negative slope. Line having negative slope, what is the property? If you will move from one point to another point, you are moving from one point to another point, right? So if you move in this direction, so y coordinate is increasing, x coordinate will decrease. The line with negative slope, one coordinate will increase and another coordinate will decrease. In the positive slope, either both coordinates will increase or both coordinates will decrease, right? So this is the significance of negative and positive slope. Okay. So our line is having positive slope, alright? What about intercepts? What about positive x-intercept and what about negative x or y intercepts? So if I draw line like this, so it cuts y-axis at one point, right? Cuts y-axis at this point. This is called y-intercept. It's called y-intercept, and this is on positive y-axis. You can say this line is having positive y-intercept. If we draw line like this, so we'll say it is having negative y-intercept because it is cutting y-axis on negative point, right? We can say slope is positive. Slope is positive, yes, okay. And y-intercept is also positive. For this we can say slope is negative and y-intercept is also negative. You can relate same thing with x-axis as well. If line is cutting x-axis on positive side, then we'll say it is having positive x-intercept, and if it is cutting x-axis on negative side, then we will say it is having negative x-intercept. So we have to draw one line which is satisfying this both the conditions, positive x-intercept and positive slope. So line which will be having positive slope, this is all set of those lines. These are all set of lines which are having positive slope. and we have to cut this line on x-axis on positive side. So I have marked 1 point and I will draw one line. Right? This is the required line. Yes, you can extend this line on infinite side, on both the sides. You can extend this line and you can now give the answer. So this line is passing from first, third and fourth quadrant, right? First quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Option A, C and D are correct. These all are set of lines having positive slope, and these all are set of lines having negative slope, right? So we have located this line on this xy plane, keeping in the mind that x-intercept should be positive. Right? If x-intercept is negative, then our line will look like this. Slope is positive. We have to cut on this point, so this will be our line and it will pass through first, second and third quadrant, right? First, second and third quadrant. If slope is positive and is having negative x-intercept, positive slope and intercept negative, x-intercept negative, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. This question is also multiple choice, multiple selection type of. You can read the question very carefully and you have to choose all correct options, right? Let us read the question. You can pause the video if you want. A flat rectangular flower bed with an area of 2400 square feet is bordered by a fence on the 3 sides and by a walkway on the 4th side. On 3 sides, it is bordered by a fence and 4th side is a walkway. If the entire length of the fence is 140 feet, the fence length is given to us, that is 140 feet. 3 sides are covered with fence. We don't know, but any 3 sides of this rectangular flower bed is covered with fence. Which of the following could be the length in feet of one of the sides of the flower bed? For the given data, which of the following could be the length in feet of one of the sides of the flower bed? Right? Indicate all such lengths. You have to indicate all such lengths, which is a possible set of solution. Right? 30, 40, 60 and 80 are given options for this question. Alright. So from where to begin? Area is given to us and sum of 3 sides is also given to us. So how should we approach the question? Should we make the equations and then should we try to solve the equations, or there is one more approach? From options we can directly get answers, right? Let me help you. So I have added one rectangular flower bed here. If I take option A as a correct, area is given to us and this sum of 3 side lengths is also given, right? What is area? If I take this side as x, then area will become xy. Area is given to us 2400 square feet, obviously. So if we consider option A as correct, then we'll say 30 feet will be side length of this. So if we take 30 as this side, then what will be value of another side, y, right? So in this equation, just put x equal to 30. So we got this side length is 80, right? This side length is 80. Okay. Now we have to also satisfy another condition. Sum of any three sides should become 140 feet. Right? We have to compulsorily take these two sides, 30 and 80. We have to take three sides, right? So 30 plus 80 is 110, and by including this side as a third side, this 30 plus 80 plus 30 will become 140. So these is a rectangle which is satisfying all the given conditions. So we can say one of the sides can be 30, right? 80 is also there in our option. We can say one of the side for this rectangle will be 80, right? Now we have to check for 40 and 60. Okay. So let us put this side length as 40. Let us put this side length as 40. So if you take this side length as 40, by putting x equal to 40, we'll be getting side length of this will become 60, right? Now we have to make sum of three sides is 140 feet. So we have to take these sides 40 and 60, 100, and by adding 40, it is becoming 140. Right? So this 40 is one of the possible side of this rectangle. And if you choose 40 as correct answer, option C will be correct, and option B is saying 60. Yes, 60 is also one of possible side of this rectangle, right? So all the options will be correct in this question.